Hello, this is Jelly and I will be your teacher for today, and this is creative writing. Let's start with lesson 1. Figures of speech. But before that, let's have some activities. Try to guess the titles of the following songs. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess the title of the following songs. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. The correct answer is Fireworks by Katy Perry.
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me, you.
Correct answer is Mean by Taylor Swift.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
grab
girl?
my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city.
Let's go.
Before I leave.
The correct answer is TikTok by Kesha.
You are the song playing so softly in my heart.
The correct answer is You Are My Song by Regine Velasquez. The correct answer is Roar by Katy Perry. Out of 5, how many did you get? Very good! Now what do these lines have in common?
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me, you. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth.
You are the song playing so softly in my heart.
You are right! These are all figures of speech. What is figures of speech? Figures of speech are words or phrases that is used in a non-literal sense or rhetorical or vivid effect. Some examples include time is gold. I have a ton of things to do when I get home. Roberto was white as sheet after he walked out of a horror movie. Let's start with number 1. Simile is a stated comparison formed with like or as between two fundamentally dissimilar things that have certain qualities in common. Some examples are you were as brave as a lion. You was being compared to a lion. Notice that these two things are not similar, but they have similar characteristic, which is brave, and together they were compared using the word as. They fought like cats and dogs. They is being compared to cats and dogs by the use of the word like. This house is as clean as a whistle. The house is being compared to a whistle, and together they share the same characteristic, which is clean. He is as strong as an ox. He is being compared to an ox, and together they both share the same characteristic, which is strong. Which of the following sentences is a simile? Letter A. Watching the show was like watching grass grow. Letter B. I can't imagine what he was thinking to hide a thing like that from you. Letter C. I don't like you to talk like that. And letter D. I can't imagine what he was thinking to hide a thing like that from you. The correct answer is letter A. Now let's proceed to metaphor. Metaphor is figures of speech in which word or phrase applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applicable. Example, she's going through a roller coaster of emotions. And here, the emotions that she's been going through is compared to a roller coaster without using the word as or like. Her long hair was a flowing golden river. And here we are directly comparing her hair to a river because just like her hair, the river too is golden. Tom's eyes were eyes as he stared at her. Tom's eyes were directly compared to an ice. With this sentence, you can form an image that the emotion that Tom's eyes were portrayed is. Which of the following is a metaphor? Letter A. She was as sly as a fox. Letter B. She is as bright as a button. Letter C. I am a mother and sometimes it's hard for me to be organized. Letter D. The cast on his broken leg was a plaster shackle. The correct answer is letter D.
Now, let's proceed to onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a naming of thing or action by vocal imitation of the sound associated with it. Example, the buzzing of the bees wake me up every day.
So in this example, we are imitating the sound of the bees, which is buzzing. The bird whistles as I walk along the road. In this example, the bird is making a whistling sound. By looking at the sentence, one can immediately recognize what kind of sound does the bird make. And another example is the music that we have played just a while ago, which is TikTok.
Tonight I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock.
By saying TikTok, Kesha was able to imitate the sound of the clock.
Can you guess the sound of the following animals? Number 1. Dogs blank loudly as they swam across the pond. The correct answer is quacked. Morning blank of the bird is the loudest. The correct answer is chirps. Number 3, it was hard to miss the distinct blank of the frog. The correct answer is croak.
Personification is the attribution of personal nature or human characteristic to something non-human, or the representation of an abstract quality in human form. Examples: lightning danced across the sky. We all know that lightning can't dance, but by attributing a person-like quality to an inanimate object, we can paint an image of a lightning that hit very frequently. Other examples include Rita heard the last piece of pie calling her name. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of bed every morning. The wind howled in the night. The car complained as the key was roughly turned in its ignition.
Apostrophe. Apostrophe is a poetic phrase or speech made by a character that is addressed to a subject that is not literally present in a literary work. For example, hello darkness, my old friend, I'd come to talk with you again. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Which of the following is an apostrophe? Correct answer is letter B. Okay, do you have any questions? Now let's test your knowledge by answering this quiz.
Identify what figure of speech is being used. Are you ready? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer each of the questions. The correct answer is apostrophe. The correct answer is simile. The correct answer is personification.
correct answer is metaphor. The correct answer is onomatopoeia.
That will be all for our discussion today for Figures of Speech Part 1. See you in our next video. Bye!